Words like abuse and trauma are way overused, and that dilutes the reality of what true emotional abuse really is. So what is emotional abuse? Well, for starters, it's not simple conflict and discomfort. It's often hard to pinpoint because it's covert, and it makes you feel like the crazy one. Abuse doesn't have to threaten your physical safety, and also doesn't need to be filled with chaos and yelling. Emotional abuse trains you to not express your needs or has you constantly apologizing for having needs in the first place. If you're being emotionally abused, you might think you need to be better in order to maintain any sort of normalcy within the home. You might even stop trusting your reality. You question if your perception is possibly untrue, and you trade it in for the reality of your abuser. It's important that we differentiate between normal ruptures and actual abuse, because for those stuck in an abusive cycle, they become conditioned to trust a reality that doesn't exist, making it nearly impossible to get out or break the cycle. But not every conflict is abuse. In fact, most are not. But if you feel yourself losing touch with reality, there's a strong possibility that you're experiencing abuse, not conflict. My marriage was very abusive. I had to shrink to maintain peace in my home. My husband was slowly erasing my identity. It wasn't until I started standing in my own strength, focusing on me and maintaining my reality, that I was able to see the abuse for what it was. Abuse. I stopped enabling his behavior, not through correction or arguing, but by having compassion for his distorted realities. I took control back by not taking away his control, but by embodying and living in my own. When I stood in my own strength, he didn't have any power over me. And without power over me, he lost a lot of the power that he thought he had. If you're experiencing emotional abuse or you're stuck in a toxic cycle of attack and defend, DM Apply and I'll show you how I used strength and compassion to break the cycle of abuse.